Welcome, everyone, those with unique physiologies and those other people too. Welcome to this week's special video. 1 second, I just need to check what this week's album is. It's Goin Places and their album Save the World. As you can definitely tell, this album came out on Mom's Basement Records. Look at the artwork on the front. For goodness sake, it's drawn in a comic style. From the top, Goin Places. Excuse me! Yuck! And here we have Save the World, which is of course the name of the album. And here we have an important diagram. The back, unfortunately, was printed completely upside down. The back shows all the information of the album. 8 tracks on side G, stroke 1, stroke A, and 8 tracks also on the other side. That's phenomenal. That's lots of tracks. A lot more tracks than you might expect on a traditional pop-punk album. Lots of tracks for you. And the tracks on this are fairly long too. Several minutes per track. You're going to get 3-minute songs, you might get a 4-minute song, I don't know, I'm just guessing, but some of them seem very long, which is good. It's a rare thing these days in the realm of the pop punk, and it's not like, oh, it's a long song, oh, it sort of drags on after a while, I'd expect it to stop. No. These songs have good melodies, so you want them to continue. It's a good stuff. It's a good stuff. Here we have the credits of the band and all that sort of stuff. And also other stuff at the bottom. Other stuff. Look at that, other stuff. That's what it is. Let's look inside, unless you don't want to. Actually, I'm going to have a word with the band about this artwork. Just 1 second, I'll get hold of them.
Hey guys, this is Vicky Walls from Goin Places, and the art cover for Goin Places Save the World idea came about as we were talking about how we were going to be superheroes. And we love the fact that we would be on top of a building looking over New York City and we're going to save New York City. I think the coolest part of it is that if you see, we have here Richie Holes holding up a guitar, kind of like how Thor holds up his hammer, and you see the electricity going through his guitar. We thought that looked really cool. And, you know, this is all pre-pandemic. We came up with this, so it wasn't like we came up with this after everything was going on in the world that it's happening in the past 2 years, but it still was a cool cover, and we're really proud of it.
Okay, cool. Let's have a look inside to see what's hidden, or just out of sight. Unintentionally hidden. Not actually hidden. It is hidden, but it's not hidden. Someone wasn't like, I'm going to hide it. They just put it inside. We got a code for downloading the digitals. We've got the words. As you can see, there's loads of words because there's loads of songs. Songs equals words. I was always taught that when I was a kid. Songs equals words. And the record is separate from the insert. I'm happy to say. It's in a traditional white inner paper sleeve, and it has a splatty, bombatty look. Look at this. What a lovely look for a lovely album, although I'm just presuming that, of course. A lovely look for a lovely album. It has black and white labels, which has all the information you could need. So while it's spinning, you can see the track listing if you turn your head at the right speed. Maybe they should do a new kind of label that sort of floats on top. Maybe using a compass technology, it can always point to the north. That way, if you set your record player pointing north, as the record spins, the compass-sized label will always not move, although it might move a little bit as the record spins, but it will generally sort of float on top of the record, so you can always read the track listing. Let's check out the first side, see if it's any good. The record I'm talking about, of course, not the side of my hand, because I know all about the side of my hand. It's not interesting. It's more interesting to me than it is to you, okay? But I'm not here for the hands, alright? I'm not. I'm just not here for the hands.
Because look at you, you're so hot, you're burning my mind.
sweet music, sweet earth music, dropped down like dew from a freshly budded nose plant. If you want to know what I'm talking about, I have no idea, but this album is chock full of amazing melodies, songs to take you on a dream adventure, and I'm going to ask the band now all about which song they're mostly happy with, because personally I can't pick. I just can't pick. 16 tracks, all of them pretty amazing, although actually there is a couple of standouts. I'm going to go with track 2 and 3 on the first side, and on the second side, I Want You, I'm Gonna Steal Your Girlfriend, Cell Phone Girl. They're all good. All good. Hang on, I'm just going to check with the band. Hang on one sec.
The song that I'm most happy with is Recover. I love the way the song came out, both musically and lyrically. Lyrically, I think it's a song that anybody can relate to. It's when you're going through a tough time and you try to hang in there and you keep telling yourself it's going to be okay. It may take some time. You know, maybe it won't be today or tomorrow, but eventually you will recover. And it's a very positive vibe that I wanted to put out there. Musically, I love the way it came out. Everything from the stops to the John Lennon type vocals, the acoustic guitar, electric guitar, lead solo, and I love how it ends too. So yeah, Recover.
It's all good stuff. And actually, I've been thinking about this band for several hours now, and I just need to know all about how the band came about. 1 second.
So Goin Places started in May of 2000, so actually 22 years ago this month, and Richie and Victor and I had gone to high school together. We knew each other for years, and one day we were hanging out in Victor's basement and we just started playing some songs, some cover songs and stuff like that, and you know, we did it again and again, and eventually we started writing some songs. The three of us were playing in other bands at the time, so this wasn't meant to be anything like serious or long term. And you know, we had all grown up on and were big fans of, and are still big fans of, all the really like poppy Lookout Records stuff like Screeching Weasel and the Queers, and especially the Mr. T Experience. And at the time, we had a friend that would always bust our chops about all that music and say, all those bands sound the same, and especially like MTX, he would say like, every song is about a girl. The guy even says it at the start of every song, the song's about a girl. So when we started writing songs for Goin Places, we said, let's write all songs that are so simple and every song sounds the same, and every song will be about a girl, just to like piss him off, just to like, you know, get on our friend's nerve about it. So if you listen to that first Goin Places record, every single song, or almost every song, has the word girl like shoehorned into the song title to the point of ridiculousness, because it was all just meant to be a joke. And after, you know, we did the first record and started playing shows and stuff, and it started to gain a little momentum, and we realized, you know, okay, this is going to be more than just a side thing. I guess we're going to do this for a while. When we started writing the songs for the next album, you know, we tried to get away from that. We didn't want it to be just the same thing over and over again. So at this point, you know, it's been going on 22 years. And obviously a lot of the songs are still about girls and everything. I don't think that's ever going to change. But, you know, we don't force them into that same formula anymore. And things have just, you know, evolved. And like I said, 22 years later, we're still doing it.
This is a definite pickup. If you're here because you want to know which pop punk albums are worth checking out and which ones aren't worth checking out, this one is a definite checkout. I have no hesitation in recommending this long little monster here. It's a long little monster. Amongst all the other great albums that have come out recently, this one is a definite pickup. I have no questions as to getting this. Although there is plenty of other albums around right now. 1 second, I'll check what the band's been listening to recently, just in case it's of interest.
Lately, I've been listening to Green Day, the Beatles, Beatnik Termites, the Putz, Zoonoids, and the Jerky Boys. So yeah, a lot of variety in there.
So lately I've been listening to All a lot. I listened to a podcast recently where Chad Price was interviewed. So that made me go back and put on a bunch of All records, specifically the ones that he sang on. And, he's always been my favorite of their three singers. So I really just love those later era albums. The four records that he sang on, I think, just have so many great songs. Miranda, Black Sky, Teresa, Until I Say So, Carry You, Birthday I Owe You. It's just on and on and on. It seems like, the whole catalog is good, but those four records I always really loved. So those last four All albums is kind of what I've been listening to a lot the past few days.
Hey, this is Vicky Walls again. So bands that I've been listening to lately, I've really been going back to some old catalog stuff. I've been listening to some old school Ramones, back to my Screeching Weasel, some Rancid I've really been getting back into again. It's been a while, so I'm catching up on them again. And even some Op Ivy. And the newest stuff that I've really listened to, I don't really know if you even call it new, but The Interpreters, I've really been listening to them a lot. I found them actually online, and I really enjoyed them, and I started listening to them also. Other than that, believe it or not, I've been getting into a little bit of country too, so that's for another story for another day though. Thanks.
Of course. So you can pick this up on the record version. This is from Mom's Basement Records. Or of course you can check out the digital version, which is available digitally. Okay, so take that with you to your grave, take it with you on holiday, take it with you to school, take it with you to the conservatory, to the observatory, and to the lavatory. Okay, take it all over the place. Take that information with you. Knowledge is power, power is wisdom, and The Wise by albums by Goin Places. Quite often after I've reviewed an album, I'll listen to it a few times, I'll put it back in my collection and move on to my next one. This is going to go straight back onto my rotary spinning turner for further listens. I've enjoyed this a cruciate lot. This is a cruciate album, and I'm going to stake my very low reputation on it. This album is cruciate. I enjoy it a lot, and so will you. Give it a chance. Go and listen to one of their songs on YouTube or Spotfest, or whatever it's called, Bandcampify and all this sort of stuff. Go and check them out. They deserve a moment of your time. Okay, so take care. Enjoy life. Go and do some arts and crafts if you're looking for something to do over the weekend. Maybe you're not usually an arty person, but this weekend you can be. Go and draw what you think a dog might look like. Maybe go and draw what you think an artichoke or an antichoke and antelope might look like. Go and draw a living antelope. Draw an apostle and draw a handful of spoons and knives and forks. Have a great weekend with your drawing, and if you don't draw, that's fine by me. Keep your arts and crafts in the drawer by not drawing. Great time, guys. All the best. Or I need some more underwear. No, pink ones. No.
Ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.